everyone. My name is Kristen Greek, and I'm the Sales and Marketing Coordinator at VAI. I would like to welcome everyone to our Coffee Talk session, which are designed to be short and informative to give you a quick shot of insight into specific capabilities of the VAI ERP suite. It's your daily dose of productivity served hot. Welcome to VAI ERP ROI Summary. We're excited to have you join us as we explore how VAI's ERP applications drive real business value, from streamlining operations and improving financial visibility to enhancing customer service and supply chain efficiency. During this session, we'll highlight the top 7 VAI tools that drive business value. Leading us through today's webinar will be VAI's Executive Vice President, Joe Ciacia.
Thank you for joining this VAI ROI summary session. VAI has many applications that drive business value, but in this session, we are going to highlight the top 7 applications that we see offering tremendous ROI value. They are as follows: suggested purchasing, which otherwise might be known as supply and demand planning, mobile warehouse management, e-commerce and our customer self-service portal, mobile order entry, mobile proof of delivery, our CRM application combined with our marketing cloud application as well, and analytics. So let's take a look at these applications. The first one is suggested purchasing, and in most companies, your inventory is your biggest asset. So, controlling and managing inventory is paramount, in your field, right? So having a system that, really looks at your data and can, drive your purchasing based on historical data and reduce the manual effort involved in creating purchase orders can really make, very big improvements in your inventory management. We have seen this application reduce overall inventory at some of our customers up to 25% while still increasing fill rates for their customer. So let's take a look at this application, give you a feel for what it can do. So the most important thing that it does is that it leverages very advanced formulas and algorithms to analyze your data and predict demand. Okay, so it uses formulas like linear regression, Holtz-Winter, analyzes your data. You can see that the system, looks at the pattern and tries to, match a pattern based on your fluctuations in usage, and then it will automatically choose the best methodology that it should use for calculating a forecast. We also give your users the ability to adjust the forecast because obviously you may know something that the system doesn't know. So it'll make its recommendation and then give you the opportunity to adjust that forecast up or down based on, upcoming promotions or market shifts or anything like that. But once you get that forecast, then the suggested PO system will make recommendations for you. So by vendor, you can come in and see what items you buy from this vendor. You can see it'll calculate that daily average usage. It'll look at your quantity available and calculate a suggested quantity. So this really takes a lot of the manual legwork out of purchasing, and it's really been a game changer for a lot of our customers. Some of the advanced capabilities in this module are things like overstock transfers. So when you drill into an item, you can see if any of the locations that you may be buying for are overstocked. And you can see in this example that in location 10, I have about 263 units that are overstocked at that location. So rather than buying more, I could invoke a transfer to say, take those units and transfer them to the locations that need them. Okay. We also have some great options for hitting vendor targets where the system will mathematically figure how you can hit a vendor target, whether that be by weight or cubic measure or dollar amount. We also have something called forward buy, where if a vendor lets you know of a price change, you can say, well, let me see how much I should buy at this time to take advantage of some cost savings. So really great options in the suggested purchasing application. The next module that we see that has been a game changer for a lot of our customers is the mobile warehouse management system. And really, a lot of people have moved to the mobile warehouse management system because in the past, the RF technology that you need to do scanning in the warehouse was very expensive. And today, there are very inexpensive Android devices. You could even actually use a phone if you wanted to, that can replace those very expensive RF technology. And you can do, warehouse management type, uh, you know, scanning in your warehouse, right? And what's nice about it is that we've seen the training for your staff is much less because everyone knows how to use a phone nowadays, right? So they're very familiar with phone technology and they can scroll through it, and the screens are clear, concise, and easy to read, which really speeds up training time and speeds up, operational use. Okay, so here's just an example of one of our customers, and you can see in the photo to the right, they're actually using a Android phone with a sled, and that whole unit combined, the phone and the sled, I think was about $400. So pretty cheap, devices are available. On the left-hand side is Zebra's rugged device, and we usually recommend those devices. But even those are around $1,000, much less expensive than what the big RF guns used to be in the past. And you can also see that the screens are clear, concise, easy to read, which makes the system very, very easy to adopt for your users. Okay. The next module I want to touch on is e-business. Now, I think, we all know the benefits of e-business on selling online, even in a B2B world. It just allows your customers to see what products you have in stock and, what do you offer, and maybe complementary products to products you sell. It's just a great way to, keep your business open 24/7, right? So at any time, someone can go over to the website, look up products, look up pricing, place orders. It's really a great tool for that. But where we see tremendous value is in the customer self-service module, right? So even if you're not going to sell products online, we always tell customers that they should offer the customer self-service capabilities off of their current website. Right? And you can do that. You can just put a link that the customer will sign on, and they will go directly to this screen, and we'll take away any of the ordering buttons that may be related to orders. But you can allow customers to track their orders, view their open balance, make an online payment, view payment history, things like that can all be done from the My Account page. And one of the areas where we really see an increase in use is on the make an online payment. So this is a great tool. If your customers owe money and you want to give them a quick electronic way of paying their bill, they can go into make an online payment, which will show them their open invoices. They can choose the invoices they want to pay, right? And then hit forward, and they can check out and pay their bill right online. One of the new capabilities that we've added to this screen is the ability to do ACH payments. So customers can now put in their routing number and bank account and pay right from your website through ACH payments. So this is a tremendous benefit to our customers in helping them to get paid faster for open invoices. Okay, the next module that I want to talk about is S2K mobile order processing. Really, we've seen this used at our customers in two ways. Some of our customers are giving it to their sales reps who make calls on customers, and then when they're with their customer, they're placing orders for the customers. And others are giving it directly to their customers and allowing their customers to place orders right from the mobile app. Okay, the mobile app is really, very friendly, easy to use. Users can check pricing, product availability. They can check their open AR. They can check order status, a lot of different things from the app. But when you're giving it to your customers, one of the nice things is that you can brand it with your own branding. Okay, and really the benefits of mobile order entry are many. Some of them include reduced labor costs, right? So you don't have to have a big order taker staff if your customers are placing orders through the app. This frees up your employees to work on other things. Okay. fewer errors, right? So instead of writing orders down, some sales reps might do in the field, you can do it right on the app, and then faster service, right? So those orders go directly into S2K and can reduce wait times and speed up the order cycle, which again is valuable to you as well as to the customer. And like I said, you can brand it with your own, branding. So you can offer this on the Apple Store or Google Play. Your customers can download it. They can create their own account and then place orders right from the mobile app. And if you haven't seen the mobile app, this is what it kind of looks like, right? So when a customer signs on, they'll be locked into their account. And if a sales rep signs on, they can, change and look up any of their accounts that are assigned to them. Okay. And you can see that, you can show, what's in stock, what's out of stock, quantity on hand if you'd like, pricing. All the pricing is pulled from S2K. So it's if a customer's signing on, this is their price for these products. Okay. So a lot of great options with mobile, and it's really been a big game changer again for our customers. Another app that we see that's offering a lot of value is the proof of delivery app. And this is for our customers that do their own deliveries, right? So if you have your own trucks and you go and do your own deliveries, this app has been tremendously valuable for our customers because really what it does is it replaces the paper process of having your drivers going out with paper, signing on a piece of paper, maybe coming back to the office, having to scan that document to electronically save it. So there's a lot of labor involved in the paper process. But with the mobile app, they simply go out, they confirm the delivery, they can have the receiver sign right on the screen and also take pictures of the delivery, which really, really helps our customers in confirming what items have been delivered. And this is what that app looks like. It'll put the stops that the driver has to go to in stop order. The driver can just use the touch screen on their phone to check off what is delivered, or they can scan the products. It's up to you. And you can see they also can take pictures. And the picture part has become really, really important to a lot of our customers, and that's where the savings has come in. Where many times we hear from customers that their customers will complain they didn't get a box, or the product was damaged, and having those pictures confirming delivery has saved our customers thousands and thousands of dollars from those types of claims that have been avoided. Okay. All right. The next application that is driving value is CRM, right? So one of the nice things about the VAI CRM application is that it's built for the supply chain. All right. So what do I mean by that? Well, there are a lot of great CRM applications in the marketplace today, and I'm sure you know them and know who they are. But the difference between those applications and the VAI CRM, excuse me, is that we give you full access. We give your sales reps full access to ERP data. So that means not only can they set up, appointments and follow-ups and notes like you'd expect in any CRM, but they have full access to the customer inquiry screen to look up open AR, open orders, payments. They have full access to the item inquiry where they can see what items are in stock and what's available and what the pricing is. They have full access to a vendor inquiry in case they want to know if there's any open purchase orders from that vendor. And of course, the most powerful one is full access to sales data so they can check on buying patterns from a customer and see what customers are buying or aren't buying and react accordingly. Okay, so this is what the CRM screen looks like. And as you can see, it gives the sales rep a full 360-degree view of all the activity that they may have for a lead or a customer. They can set appointments, they can put in notes, they can track opportunities, cases, everything that you'd expect in a CRM system. Okay. Managers can also leverage some of the analytics reports to track the activity of their sales team, so they can see what sales reps are making calls, how many emails did they send out, what's the call volume by day, right? So You really can analyze activity in real time. But here is where it gets powerful, right? Not only can you track opportunities, right, which is part of our sales pipeline, but you can actually track and analyze customer buying behavior. So if I'm a sales rep, I can come in here and say, what customers are up in sales, what customers are down in sales. And if I want to analyze that customer, I can drill in and see what product lines are they buying more of, what product lines are they buying less of, and drill all the way down to the item detail to see if there's maybe a pricing issue on a product. Maybe they stop buying this product from you because they're getting a better price somewhere else. So really, this type of analysis is what separates our CRM from other CRMs, that your sales team has direct access to their customer buying behavior. Okay, now when you combine CRM with Marketing Cloud, it gets even more powerful, right? So what do we mean by that? Well, Marketing Cloud is basically an email marketing system where you can create campaigns, you can select which customers you want to get those campaigns. You can filter them by a lot of the ERP data. So you can filter campaigns based on sales or past sales history. I only want this to go out to people who've bought product X, in the past, right? So, but what's nice about the Marketing Cloud is after you create these campaigns, you can have it update a lead score and you can have it notify the sales rep if a customer is interested in something that you may have sent out through marketing. So let's say you send out a marketing email about a new product that you're selling. Rather than call everyone to follow up, all right, you can actually have your sales rep be notified if anyone clicked on that email or maybe went to your website and looked at it and follow up on the people that are most interested first, right? So making you much more reactive to customers' buying behaviors. All right, so if you haven't seen this application, this is what it looks like. All of your contacts from the CRM system automatically feed into the Marketing Cloud. All right, so all of the contacts, all your email addresses are already here, and you can, create campaigns from here. You can see what campaigns are currently running, what has been the interaction rate, who are the top contacts that are looking at stuff, right? So we track all of this, and like I said, through a lot of the automations, you can see if the customer doesn't, respond, you can send your sales rep a notification to call that customer. Okay. Also, you can set up automations based on whether or not they open the email or they visit the website or haven't opened the email, so you can do a lot of that stuff with the tool, and you can also update their lead scoring so that you can react based on lead score as well. Okay. So lastly, the last application I want to highlight for value is analytics. And analytics is another one of those game-changing applications. I think with the amount of data that ERP is generating today, you must have analytics to run, our system effectively. Okay, because what it does is it really, grabs all of that data that the ERP is generating and presents it to you in a much more clear, concise form so you can make better business decisions. Okay. And it also allows you to focus on, your KPIs. It allows you to focus on performance, at maybe a departmental level or overall, and really is, a tool that I'd say you can't run an ERP system today without analytics. Okay. And this is what it looks like. All right. So here is an example of a sales by customer screen. And you can see here that one of the nice things about analytics is I can quickly and easily change my posting year, my posting quarter, my posting month. So if I just want to see what customers are buying for a specific month or a specific quarter, I can do that. Just quickly and easily, just touching the buttons on the screen, and everything on the screen will dynamically change based on my filter criteria. You can also have month-to-month analysis, year-to-year analysis, so some great data to make business decisions on in analytics. The other thing that customers are using it for is managing inventory. And this is one of our newer dashboards called Slow Moving Inventory Summary that really helps our customers understand if they have any inventory that's not moving in any of their warehouse locations. And you can see on the right-hand side, we show you inventory that's not moved, hasn't moved in 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, and by location, the number of units that are in there. And then your user can drill down into any one of these and get a detail of the items that you're carrying that haven't sold in a while. All right, so you can see here is the last order date on some of these products, okay, last PO date. And so you're buying things that haven't actually been selling, and you can react accordingly. Okay, and this really has helped our customers, lower inventory, move dead stock, and improve their inventory performance. Okay, so that's a lot of the great stuff that analytics can do. And here are some of the business benefits that we see as far as analytics: enhancing decision making, right? Making your decision making based on data, right? Not based on a hunch or a feel, right? Analyzing the data, making, informed data-based decisions, right? Improving operational efficiencies. It has a great way to look at any of your KPIs to identify bottlenecks or areas of improvement or waste, which really helps your business be a lot more profitable. And then, of course, as I just mentioned, inventory levels, right? Using real-time data into inventory, sales, supplier performance, things like that, to help you improve your fill rates with your customers, avoid out of stock situations, improve turns, and just an overall better way to manage inventory. All right, so that's the quick summary. Those are some of the applications that really have been driving tremendous value for some of our customers. And if you'd like more information on any one of the applications that you saw today, you can contact your VAI project director or your VAI sales representative, who can give you a much more in-depth demo on those applications.